I'm a sole proprietor. I'm a self-employed entrepreneur. So all right, so let's go see this deck. All right, here we go. So step one is to measure the deck. I've already measured, it's 17 by 16. So now we're gonna go around and count the rails. We're gonna count how many posts there are on each one. And then we're gonna measure the length of these. All of this, we're doing nothing with it. It's gonna stay the same. And then also we're gonna take measurement of the stairs because we're gonna change out all the deck stuff here. And some things that we wanna take note of. The risers. Are these okay? Notice how this is sinking into the ground. Notice on this side, it looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now that we measured all of these handrails, we got 35 feet. So I think it's actually more 33 feet, but you want to add a couple feet for safety precaution. And then we'll go around and we're going to count all of these. $73. So more than likely, whatever rail that we get, if we decide to build it the same way, or if we decide to put in some other kind of rails, we know that 73 to 80 rails is going to work for it. I'm on my way to get that quote figured up for you, but I just want to give a shout out to Home Depot. Kudos to them, man. I bought this tote a couple weeks ago to house all my tools. There we go. See, what had happened was I bought this. All right, before I finish talking about whatever that was I was talking about, we can see that later. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me just note that I did cut my beard. It was getting a little nappy. Anyway. All right, so let's figure this up real quick. So I counted up all the materials that are going to be needed for the job. And what I've included is going to be screws. I counted up about 50 boards, concrete, 4x4 posts, 2x4s, post rails, and then I added $50 for miscellaneous supplies. So with all those materials, let's go ahead and add it up. 750 plus 75 plus 130 plus 210 plus 160 plus 50 equals 1375. Let's write that down. 1375. All right. So I literally had to look up all these materials and get a ballpark estimation. So it took about 10 minutes of time. It took about 15 to 20. But anyway. All right. So then now we got a ballpark estimation of materials. Let's do our labor charge right now. So the way I do that is I break it down into different sections, different parts. So what I do is I say, how long is it going to take me to pick up the materials? How long is it going to take me to do the demo? How long is it going to take me to dump all the old materials? How long is it going to take me to put on the new deck platform? How long is it going to take me to fix those risers that are not doing so well right now? How long is it going to take me to build the new rails? So I'm guessing it's going to take 2 to 3 days. 2 days solid, I think I could accomplish the mission. I'm going to go ahead and add another half day to that because you need some wiggle room. A lot of times I think, oh yeah, I can do this in no time. I can knock this out. And I end up not doing it. And so you always want to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. And even that wiggle room still might definitely. Anyway, so I'm guessing 20 hours of work based on a $95 hourly rate equals $1,900. So I'm also going to add a $100 dump fee. So that's $2,000 straight up. So then I'm also going to look up online different cost estimations so that I can make sure that my quote is market. So anyway, so I'd say $2,280 for labor is what I finally came up with. And then plus your $1,375 materials, $3,655. You want to add labor sales tax to that, $3,655. So we're looking at $3,919. We're looking at about $4,000 for the whole entire project. New platform, new stairs, new railings, the joist and all that, the lattice on the side, that's staying the same. Painting, I'm not painting it, but that's how I come up with the figure. So that's how I quoted it. Alright, back to the other thing. There we go. See, what had happened was I bought this truck and it had a camper top on the back, and I went and bought some ladder racks, put them on top, and I just felt legit, man. I felt good about it. Well, it had on the inside, whoever owned it before me, it had all these wood compartments in the back of it, and it was useless to me because I couldn't fit none of my tools in the back. So I took those things out. Well, I'm headed to the movies on a Friday night, taking my wife out on a date. I'm in the fast lane. Some dude's behind me wanting to go faster than me. So he passes me, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to move over because there's other people wanting to go faster. So as I moved over, I'm looking in the rearview mirror, and next thing I know, I see a bunch of sparks on the highway. That darn top flew off the truck, hit the highway, and slid off into the median. Thank you, Jesus, that nobody was behind me. But it hurt my feelings. So those compartments, it had these two wood pieces pressing against the back of it on the back glass here where it was holding on the camper top. So when I moved those out, it basically just slid on off because it wasn't tied down, and I didn't know it. Dang. So I had to go get all these totes so I could put my tools in it. So when it rains, because I'm in a single cab here. Whereas my old truck, the green truck, had an extended cab. So I put all the tools in the back seat. And so I was driving down the road, and guess what? The darn top on the tote flew off. So I'm like, oh man. So I come up in Home Depot and wanted to get a new top. Well, you can't buy a new top. You have to buy the $25, $26 tote, and the top comes with it. So I'm like, look, I don't need the bottom. I just need the top because this is what happened to me. It flew off. And they're like, just take it. I'm like, what? Yeah, just take it. So they gave me a new one for free. Thank you. Thank you, Home Depot on Strickland Road in Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So let's get that quote going. Got the keys. Got some snacks. I'm gonna hit the road, head home so I can get some concentration going.